high-tech assembly facility in Pune, and how does it align with your overachieving vision and mission?
The decision to create this new facility in Pune is coming to the fact that we have been very happy of the previous one that we have done in Chennai, and we had anyway a smaller activity already done here in Pune. You have to consider that Pune is a very important industrial area. Chennai is far from here, so the idea is to have two strong places, one in the north and one in the south for manufacturing, considering that in the south we have not only one, but today we have two, and we will keep and develop additional investment. So due to the success that we have done, and in the Pune also before, we decided to grow and invest more in Pune again.
Right. Could you also comment on the sustainability aspect of it and the CSR activity point of it?
This is something that we decided with my father to support when also by law was not required, to support young boys and girls, somehow not very lucky also in terms of physical condition, because some of these boys and girls has a strong physical disease. So we created the houses to take care of the girls and boys and also of the original structure, and we give them the chance to be trained. They go to school for the boys and girls that have not physical condition to have normal training. They get support anyway. And for the boys and girls that decided to follow technical school like engineering, we hire these guys and girls in the company. So a long path and a big support for all the young boys and girls that
Right. Moving on to our next question, could you elaborate on the cutting edge technologies integrated into this new facility and how they contribute to enhancing product quality and innovation?
Okay, to start with, our technology evolved over the last 60 years in Europe. The latest technology what we adopted and evolved in Europe, we try to replicate here. So the same technology we used here. So to say that when you come to our facility in India, to be similar to the facility what we have in Europe. So this particularly, the Pune facility, we have brought in many new additions. One is on IoT enabled. All our equipments there are IoT enabled. We have latest material handling system, which is called rail guided vehicle, which will reduce the material handling time tremendously compared to our existing facility. And there are IoT enabled material handling triggers like digital Kanban, shortage analysis report. All this enables us to be more efficient there. Apart from that, this is a very low carbon footprint facility. Like I mentioned in the beginning, we will be 100% supplied by solar power beginning next year. So that way, the carbon footprint will be very low here.
Absolutely.
Right.
Absolutely.
And all these equipments has inbuilt quality system, a robust quality gates, which will allow us to produce best-in-class product for our customers.
That is really interesting. So, moving on from this itself, I would like to know that to serve over 20 industrial sectors, how does the facility enhance, the company's capacity to cater to diverse market needs and demands?
Okay, one of the reason we came to Pune is that majority of our customers are based here. Western region caters to maximum of our customer base. So that is why we are getting closer to Pune. Another reason is we have strong supply base here. So we are actually coming closer to our suppliers and customers. So that way, this is a pretty good base for us. And this is very well logistically connected, Pune. So we are getting closer, we are getting faster, and we are getting efficient here. Now, when we build this plan, the original idea was to look at next 3 years business plan. And we are seeing that we need certain capacity, which is almost 2.5 times current capacity. And now this facility has the capability to meet the requirement till 2026. And we have space to grow.
That is really amazing. So I would also like to know from your perspective, what are the primary drivers fueling the company's success in multiple sectors?
Well, I think as you know or you understand, we produce systems to move, we like to say everything that moves as a power transmission system underneath. So we operate in several different sectors. Each sector has got its own market momentum, changes, modification, and so on. We decided already 15 years ago to approach our different markets in an organizational fashion, which we call business unit, which you have seen demonstrated by Mr. Kennedy before, which means we have separate entities within the company to look after different sectors so that we are more focused on the specific one. Because we do one job, but it's a job that is divided and is differently interpreted in many, many different ways according to different sectors. Now we have a very big shift in technology in industrial automation, which goes towards the more content of electronic, real mechatronics, put it this way, real mechatronics means we have a mechanical part, we have an electromechanical, electric motor, and we have electronic power and control systems that we need to provide together. In that area of the industry, that is the driver, and this is why we are investing heavily in that direction. In other sectors that we cover, for example, in mobile equipments, we are going towards electrification. You were asking before about electrification. Electrification will happen 100% for sure. It is happening on low power machinery, where we are very much involved. Utility machines like mini excavators or aerial platforms and so on is happening in a big way and very fast. And we are on board with these customers because we have a very relevant market share. So we need to follow the customer or to accompany the customer through the transition from the diesel traditional combustion engines to the new technology of electrification. And that again has to do with increasing our competence in electronics, and that's where we are investing heavily. When we come to wind power, that's the other very important portion of our business traditionally. Even there is a change, and we are moving from the supply of the gearbox or the, I would say, standard induction motor to new and more sophisticated system because the customers appreciate that. Permanent magnet motors, a very high efficiency motor, very easy to control, and inverters and motion control again. So you see that in all the different sectors that we cover, there is a fil rouge, there is a line, technological line that unites all of them. And we are trying to be present in all these areas in order to provide our customer with a cutting-edge technology for the future, which they can utilize in their machine and be more competitive and more effective themselves.
Right. So moving on, I wanted to ask Mr. Ravi this question. So as the independent director, how do you perceive the current market trends impacting the power transmission industry globally?
So I just want to say one or two things before that.
Right.
You know, in the early part you heard about the start in 99, and Kennedy highlighted that this company came to India before it went to China. But I think it's even more remarkable. If you look at one big sector which this company caters to is the infrastructure area. And in a sense, the infra story in India is last 10 to 15 years. By that time, Bonfiglioli was already here. It's a very futuristic vision to invest in a company where the real signs of infra growth had not yet started then. But it was always expected to run things through that. So that places the company in a very good position because it is a premium brand. There may be many others trying to come in, but this premium position of Bonfiglioli has been well established and is going to stand it in very good stead as the company grows. And that's what I noticed as an independent director. So in terms of what you asked, I think we are in, I would say, fortunate and privileged to be in India. Is one of the few places where the outlook is very positive. If you look at most industrial sectors, the outlook the last 2 years has been very good, and they continue to be very good, which is probably one of the things why these expansions are going ahead.
Right.
Because you looked at the 5-year plan for Bonfiglioli India, it is based on the projections of various other industries which are customers to this business.
So actually earlier, even during the presentation, I was seeing, as you mentioned, the 5-year plans. So during the COVID period, you all still did put in a good number of investments for the company. So was there any sort of challenges that you all faced during the COVID period?
No, we did not face any challenge even during the COVID period. We can say that we never look back in our turnover. Never it has declined. As Kennedy was saying that even during COVID period, we continue to invest.
Oh,
We
right.
do, thanks to our shareholders, and we keep all the money in, and they decide to put all the money put back in India for the further investment and expansion.
But we actually supported. During the COVID, we were very active in the society.
Okay.
We supported many government hospitals. In fact, air freighted oxygen generating unit from Europe and donated that to the Chennai Central, the hospital, because it was a need of the hour and it was not available. By sea, it would have taken 2-3 months. It wouldn't have served the purpose, so we took by air and served. We done a lot of this year's activities during COVID. So we are very proud of what we have done during that time. Even in Pune, we are taken up these projects with the government.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's very interesting how far you all have come to, and I would like to congratulate you all for your success and what you have achieved. Thank you so much.